All right. So where we left off last time, you had a nice, elegant, beautiful, delicious dinner with Tenebris.
Yeah, some parts.
Hypes was doing a couple little poot poots. It's okay. And you were presented at the end of your dinner with three options. One, you fork over your dragon scales, and you part ways with the Intermerta family. Two, you would go and tie up a loose end from a associate. And three, you were to act as an envoy and go try and bring Dean Dalhurst, the king of Dalhurst Fortress and Dalhurst, the realm, as well as, oh god, I don't remember his name. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Alton Sherfield, thank you. The ruler at Calamrock Castle? Nope, that's not right. Is it? Sherfield
He's the
Castle.
king of the Sherfield Castle.
Sherfield Castle. And the king of the Badlands to the table to try and put an end to this war that you have not seen the front lines of, but have been on the fringes of for the past couple of months. After some deliberation, you guys decided that you were going to go act as envoys to both Alton and Dean.
We're taking a detour to Moonbright.
We're solving a war. Yeah, we're going to take a quick pit stop for 65 years.
And I believe we left off with you guys being in the tavern after dinner. Does that sound right to everybody? Well, if it doesn't, who gives a shit? That's where we're at.
To tavern to figure out plan.
Yep.
End of session.
Great. So we will pick up back at the tavern as you guys are waking up from your long sleep, long rest. Everybody gets their long rest and can clear their poisons and stuff. Where as you come down the steps and recongregate into the breakfast area of the tavern, there is but one lonely patron, hooded and cloaked, sitting in a corner with very visibly the pin that you have seen on everybody, the family pin, kind of on his shoulder facing out into the room. He looks like he's sitting there by himself, and the tavern keeper is nowhere to be found. You are presented with the room.
Is this where we slept the night before?
Yes.
Well, anybody want a beer?
We should probably. I mean, I want to start with breakfast and not beer.
I too would like breakfast.
That's a
Emmy's gonna get a beer because
You don't
we
need
need to do something.
You'll not justify her. She can get a beer at 8 a.m. if she wants to.
Yeah, I you know. You want to talk about it?
There's nobody behind the bar and nobody out serving tables, but there are the 6 glasses for you guys set on the bar.
Demi walks around and starts filling them up.
We should probably also. Okay, I would like to notice the man figure and say hello.
You see him pull his hood back and glance at you sideways. Kind of gives you a nod, puts his hood back, and goes about his meal.
Do you want a beer?
I'll always take a beer.
All right, Demi.
Something right.
+1 to the order. Will you pour my fellow man a beer here?
I fill them all and put them on the counter.
Hey,
What's he look like?
He's fully cloaked. Can't see any defining features of him. He literally pulled back enough for you to see an eye and then put his cloak back.
What'd the eye look like?
You didn't get a good enough glance at it because you weren't paying attention to his eye. You were just trying to get his attention and ask if he wanted a beer.
Okay, fantasy question. Do elf eyes and human eyes look different?
No.
I genuinely know. Okay,
No.
I just didn't know. I don't know if they're like cats or whatever.
You wouldn't have been able to notice even if they were.
Oh, okay.
And you being a proprietor of the ladies and
Not
looking deep into their eyes, you have no idea what the difference is between people's or races' eyes.
Is there any sort of like emblems on this, or is
Yeah,
it
he's
just...
got the Ink America pin on his
He's got the family pin on his shoulder.
So
I
that's
know
like,
Fenn's got some big old eyes, right?
what?
Well,
Did we get pins? Who cares? It's just chilling.
You did not get
Oh.
pins.
frog eyes.
He's just with us. Is he just a guard?
Maybe we need to go talk to him and tell him we either get pins, we're part of the family, or we don't do this job.
I would like to hand him the
I
beer.
thought you guys
that
didn't
poured.
want the pins.
Can I hand him the beer?
I thought we were doing this together as a
We
family.
are doing this together, but I thought you guys didn't want the pins.
Yes, sir.
I have the pin.
I
I
thought-
got an extra one from Thrandrastic,
Cheers.
but you guys didn't want them.
I'm the guardian. I get what I
If we
want.
were
I want the
getting
true thing.
this mafia.
What?
I thought we were trying to figure out if we were the baddies, if we were trying to get out of this mafia. Or have we just decided to lean into it?
I
So
thought,
we're
I thought we
going.
discussed that we were going to lean into the mafia family to, or did we decide? What did we?
Yeah,
decide?
I thought we were leaning into it and changing it from how
Yeah,
we wanted
I thought
to.
we
from
were
the
going to
inside.
take. Yeah, I thought we were
Yeah,
going to change.
we want to take it over. Remember,
Yeah.
we do this, we become
Uh-oh.
Frenibus with Tenebris,
Ooh,
and then we
gross.
kill him.
We'll start needing to learn Italian. Io sono Brandon. Piacere.
What's
Ciao.
Brandon? What's Brandon?
Who's Brandon?
Yeah. I'm glad that that's what you guys
That's my
picked up on.
Italian name.
That's how you say hi.
Italian.
Is that how you say?
Salute.
Is that how you say
I-
Sentinel in Italian?
I'm gonna walk over and just ask him what he's doing.
Working on a project. Family
don't
business.
be so nosy. Don't be so nosy, at here.
I sit down with him and show him my pin too. I'm like, "What are you working on?"
Who'd you save?
How do you say?
I mean, family's got their fingers in a bunch of things, and he pulls his hood back, and you see this really small, pale face with these giant goggles stacked up on top of his head. You're still unsure about
Some
What?
goggles on top of his head?
Mm-hmm.
what race they are. They have the facial structure of like a gnome or a dwarf, but they're sitting full upright, like their body size is that of like a human.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I'm looking to.
And he goes, I got some projects that the family's kind of been dabbling into. About you? They got you doing?
We're getting ready to go do some projects as well. Heading out to Balhurst and what the hell is that other place?
Sherfield.
Oh, god damn it. Right when I moved from...
Yeah, right when you close off
Like
the
Sherfield.
Surefield.
Sherfield. So the Crate Badlands.
Kind of leans
Just
back,
being-
sips his beer real quick. Man, they got you going everywhere. How you plan on getting there?
I was
I'm gonna get us some horses, and my friend over there, and I point over at Demi, has some arcane abilities, and we're gonna attempt to travel like that too.
He
That's
looks.
my knowledge, right? Where you're doing that through the circle. Was that something we talked about the last time?
He looks at
Yes.
you, Demi, very curiously, and goes, "Define arcane."
Oh,
Oh,
Me
I'm part
not
of the
being-
circle.
Me being like a super simpleton. I'm just kidding. This. What'd you say? The circle?
Yeah.
It's just the circle.
The
It's a
circle of arcane.
The circle of arcane.
You remember?
Me? No.
No,
Oh, yeah,
her. I'm
yeah.
talking to her. Fucking, she's right there. You
Yes.
remember?
Yes.
How would you like to earn a little bit of money?
I don't really care about money. What, I have enough of it, I just don't really care. What
wow.
Nice.
are you thinking?
Well, see, this project I'm working on requires a little bit of extracurricular flavor that I'm unfortunately not blessed with the ability to use or provide. And most of you circle types are kind of all stuck up prudes, not to be offensive. And you don't like to dabble into what we're kind of getting into here. So I'm just asking.
What makes you think that I would?
Look at where you are. You're in the tavern. You're in the family, obviously. Like, you've dabbled.
Any other info I can have?
I mean, I can show you.
Sure.
His name's Garrick. Ooh, Demi, why don't you come with me and we'll take you on a little adventure? How's that sound?
You say
Where
Garrick?
exactly are we going? Yes,
Just-
Garrick.
We're just outside of town. I got a workshop.
I'm sorry, bro, but this really sounds like. Come here, dummy. I'm gonna murder you.
You're not.
I'm
giving
not
good
even that
advice.
imposing. Look at me. I'm like a child.
You were just sitting in the corner with your cloak over your head and not talking.
Yes, trying to be left alone. And then this nice, fine gentleman, as he points to Brood, brought me a beer. So I figured you guys were like being friendly about this. But
I mean, we are being friendly, but I think it's gonna take a lot more than just some money. There's gonna have to be like some other trade-offs and stuff that would happen.
Yeah. Bitch.
what if I allow you to test drive my project if you help me get it working?
Okay, well, if you don't explain a project, I'm not just gonna say yes to it.
I can't really explain it without showing it to you, though, because you'll probably not believe me.
Me and Nakama go.
Exactly why this seems so sketchy.
What if I go with you, Demi, with Nakama?
All of you
We're the
can
two
come.
tiniest people.
All of you
well,
can come.
besides
There's
Red.
6 of you. There's 6 of you and a dog. I'm just one normal-sized person. Totally normal-sized person.
Who is
Say,
A
part
totally
of
normal sized person.
I don't know. You're kind of little.
family.
I mean, you're part of the family too. That's how you got in the tavern.
Technically not. He didn't give me a pin.
You wouldn't be staying in the tavern if you weren't part of the family. That's how this whole thing works. Obviously, you must be new here.
All right, Garrick. I'm gonna go sit down with my pals over here, and I'm gonna have a drink or two. Let me think about this.
I'm gonna
Bitch.
sit down with gal pals over here.
I will be waiting for you to tell me if you're coming with me or not.
Enjoy that beer.
Takes his hood, flips it back up, and tucks back over. You see, as he leans back over his food, there's actually a piece of paper that he has been scribbling on underneath his plate.
Underneath his plate?
Yeah, he's like got it half tucked underneath his plate. Which you could see underneath it. At first it kind of looks like a napkin, but I mean, he wasn't trying to super hide it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this.
What he's doing with that. I say, yo, brother, what are you doing?
Oh,
Demi, what was that? What was
he's
that?
gone back to ignoring you.
Oh,
Yeah.
His name is Garrick, and he wants me to help him with something that he's working on
Did he say what it was?
because I'm part of the circle.
Did he say what
But-
it was?
No, he said it's just a project, and he has a shop outside of town, and he wants us to go with him so he can show us.
Well, I feel like we should maybe hear him out, because what if
We
it's just
should.
like what if he just needs to hang up a few pictures and just needs some extra hands? Like we could.
or he's telling us that he has like a special like thing that sounds like possible transportation. It might get us over there in a day's time rather than, like
It
a
could be-
multiple-week journey.
It could even be a boat. Maybe he's got a boat.
Yeah, it could be a boat
True.
downriver, or
We
it
could
could
go
be
fishing. We
an
could go
aircraft.
fishing on the boat with him. Does he like to fish?
Oh,
Fish?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not out
Who
fishing.
cares?
Did.
Blue Bear stands up and addresses the guy, and he heard nothing other than fish. He goes, "These guys tell me you have a way to go fish. Let's do it." And then I slap him on the back.
He dies.
I don't think you. It's not that type of fishing.
Are we fishing for information?
I mean, it
From
seems like you're
someone?
fishing for information from me.
We are, because we don't want you to kill us as we come to your
I
place.
can't tell you about it because you won't believe me.
I'm towering over him.
Oh,
trying to
okay.
Can I see what's on this piece of paper?
You're trying to read what it says.
Yeah, why not?
Make a perception check, followed by an intelligence check.
Sure thing, boss.
I'm just confused because if you're saying you won't tell us because we won't believe you, but if we say yes, then you'll tell us.
I'll show you.
And
I can show you better than just trying to describe it. It's very complicated, but
Do you
Compared-
prefer to not say it out loud in a public setting?
that's part of it because people have been making fun of me for attempting it.
Hmm.
I rolled a 6 on perception, but a 16 on intelligence.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
It's definitely a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
It is a sheet of paper that you recognize, although your base intelligence is too low to quite understand it. You recognize that this is some kind of engineering works that he has. You recognize that there are numbers and formulas that you don't understand.
Hey, guys,
I
I
lean
think
back-
we should go for it.
what was this
I
guy's
turn
name
around
again?
and talk to everybody. His name is Garrick,
Garrick.
and I ask everybody's opinion.
Let's do it.
I think
Let's-
I think if he tries to kill us, that we could just kick his ass.
Oh, fun! I like it. I like it.
Look over at Garrick. I'm like, oh, that sucks
What
for
did you
that
say?
dude, and kind of.
Yeah, but what if he's a
Talk back to the
dragon or
party.
some shit?
We've killed the dragon already.
really.
Luke
We're full of
just
help.
grabs the paper and he goes, "Whoa, look at this!" And he grabs the paper and shows it to the party and goes, "This guy's a wizard or something."
You grab the paper from underneath him,
Yeah, and I show it to the party. It's
make a sleight of hand, a dex check. Yeah, dexterity saving throw, dexterity check, whatever. It's the same thing.
fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's
Your
a
ass.
1.
What was it?
That's a 1.
A 1. You go to reach for it, and you slip as you're reaching for it. You lay down on the table. You end up with your face in his plate of food.
I eat the plate of food.
It's like scraps of eggs and ham.
It's mine now.
After
to assert dominance.
after you finish licking his plate, that's 3/4 of the way eaten anyway. You look up and there's just ketchup smeared on the side of your face. It's kind of intimidating, but also really gross.
I smile with my tusked teeth.
Have ketchup stains on them now, looking like blood. He kind of grabs his piece of paper and recoils a little bit and leans as far away from you as he can.
And I go, well, where are we going, pal?
Oh my god, I can't.
Let's go. And he very quickly shuffles on out. As you hear him get out with your passive perception, Luke Dash, you notice this. He stands up just at like Brood's height, about 6 feet.
The Warforged.
But as he is walking, you hear what sounds like wooden shoes on the ground. It's an odd sound for you to hear.
He's not like
I
not living.
accidentally step on his cape.
He immediately gets stuck and he's, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Is the cape around him?
Yes, full cloak.
All right. I lift my foot, I guess.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. We didn't even get breakfast, but we're out of here.
I got breakfast.
Boom Dash got breakfast. Everyone else got booze.
Are we still walking with him?
You are currently still in the tavern with him. He's
Okay.
trying to like usher you guys out.
When he's not like okay. I'm kind of waiting for something then.
Okay. He leads you out into the streets.
Now, that's where I'm gonna go there.
Okay, you're out of the tavern now.
I didn't know if we were still in the room or what. So
Yeah,
if we're
okay.
essentially walking with him out of the tavern.
Yep, you are currently you have exited the building and are beginning to follow him. You have taken 15 steps from the tavern down the road towards wherever he's going. He's like holding his bag or his like book, and these papers are all rustled, and he's kind of like walking like this.
I would like to cast
Clop, clop.
Dust, where I would like to cast the wind to. It says like I can even cast it to create a harmless sensory effect using air, such as causing leaves to rustle, wind to slam shutters shut, or your clothing to ripple in a breeze. So I would like to create gusts to kind of lift up the robe.
Okay.
From how you were hearing that, from the feet and whatnot.
Just trying to see his butt.
I'd like to Marilyn Monroe.
I thought you were gonna like shuffle his papers.
A gust of wind magically comes,
Monroe style.
and his cloak gets lifted up, and he's wearing pants and a shirt.
What shoes is he wearing?
You look.
Try it, guys.
You look at his shoes, and his shoes are.
But you said it was sounding like not like feet, right?
Yes, he's got like pants that go down that are like dragging on the ground. You are behind him, following him. You cannot see his shoes.
Oh.
I pants him. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
God, they're just fucking with this guy.
I tried. Yep, that's it. I mean, he's not like he would know like that was a spellcast or anything. You know what I mean? So that was that. So strong gust of wind came out of nowhere.
So weird.
So weird.
So after about 5 minutes of walking with him, you end up on the outskirts of Harnsey. You have exited the town center, and you are led to this what looks like a little tiny hut on the side of a hill. surrounded by like some pine trees and stuff, and you can see a couple of them had been felled, and there's pine trees like stumps all around. And as you got closer to the workshop, you noticed there were more and more and more stumps. And upon getting to this doorway of this shack that's like almost set into the hill, he turns and looks at everybody and says, "All right, sorry about the mess." He takes a key out, unlocks, and opens this door, and you are greeted immediately with stacks of papers and books piled high in every available inch of floor space in this tiny little hut. And you see in the corner there is a small sink. There is a very, very small bed, Demi, one that you would recognize from a gnome of lesser status than yourself, right? Like a 2.5, 3 foot long cot almost tucked into a corner. But you do see that this tiny little shack does seem to have another set of double doors at the back end, although there was hill there. So there's at least one other room in this shack. And he leads you in. He says, just be really careful not to mess anything up. And he takes his stack of papers and sets them down on top of another stack that is already 6.5, 7 feet tall. I'm just gonna show you. And he opens the doors to this back room, and you are greeted to this gigantic workshop. Think like football field size, right? Like Ford Field sized workshop. In the middle of this is a ship, much like the one that you sailed from Tilicultrion. Except you notice on the front of the hull, on both sides, there is this blue gem sitting embedded into the hull. It's kind of like on a dry dock where like you're built, you know how they have like the walkway around the outside, the ship in the middle, and like the ship is sitting a little bit under the floor level kind of thing. It looks like it's still kind of being built, but the hull looks pretty done. There's a bunch of like tool, like saw bands, spare lumber laid off to the side, crates, barrels. You don't see anybody else immediately in here, but as you enter and walk into this gigantic space, he turns and says, This is what I've been working on. It's a ship, and it will float, but I'm trying to get it to float in the air, and that's what I need your help with.
I walk over to Garrick and I like put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, this is amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. I just can't empower these crystals to do anything. I can't imbue them with magic, and I'm just kind of hoping you can, or you know someone who can. And I told you you wouldn't believe me if I just told you, hey, I'm building a ship that flies.
How many people know about this, Garrick?
Everybody says that I'm crazy and I'm just building a fancy boat, so yeah.
I walk over and I start inspecting the ship. I'm just looking at it.
It looks like some of the finest craftsmanship you've ever seen in your entire life. Every board is perfectly aligned, with every other board, almost to the point where he has the wood grains from the planks aligned. It looks like someone with extreme OCD built this ship.
Does the family know about this?
Yeah.
They told me to do it, and everybody told me I was crazy. Tenebris said to see if we could do it. We would probably need it. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said.
This is super cool. I'm totally down to try it.
Okay, I mean, just, I don't have anybody to pilot it. I can't pilot it. I know how it works, but
I'm sure it can't be that hard.
I tried to make it as much like a boat as I could.
We actually have Ludash. You're a great pilot, right?
I'm actually going to be the one that makes it float.
Please don't. You seem like a very nice fellow, even though you ate my food. Please don't hit it with your sword or punch it or anything.
No. I would never do that. I'm just going to pick it up to make it float. That's what you wanted, right?
No, it's really heavy. I don't think you can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Oh,
I
don't say
think
that.
you need to get this to float.
I don't think you. I don't know if you can do.
How high does it float?
Right now it doesn't. It floats in the water.
Have you considered hippogriffs?
No, they're pretty mean to me. They don't like me.
What would you do just to get it up in the air, though?
Do you know what to do if you'd see one?
Everybody knows you bow to them, and then you
Yeah.
allow that they allow you to come up and touch them, and then you can ride them and feed them and make them your pets if you really wanted to, if you're selfish like that. But I'm not. They don't like me.
You don't bow to anyone.
Hey, Garrick.
Hi.
See my quarterstaff here? I have a crystal on top. Could I try to touch my crystal to your blue gem?
Yeah. Oh. Try to.
A little direct there, Demi.
I mean,
A PG-13.
usually I like to get to know a girl better first.
In your hands.
But
Just a quarterstaff?
is a special gem for something? I mean.
My crystal has arcane focus.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Just one see if there's
Sure.
anything different.
You can please be so careful though. If you break one of those crystals, I have to go.
Mining?
I have to go mining. Yes. I don't like having to go mining. Usually, I have somebody in the family do it for me. They are sick of me asking them for new crystals.
I like mine.
Okay. Is there like a step stool or something I could step on? I'm really short. I can't reach it.
I pick her up.
There we go.
Oh, sure, yeah. Please be careful not to fall into the pit, giant person.
Oh God, Luke Dash, don't drop me in there.
No, I would never.
What?
What do we call it? Lore, whatever. Backdrop there. Luke Dash's notes here say that he likes picking things up, fiddling with them, and occasionally he does drop them. So.
I pick them up and put them down.
This is very true. He's very clumsy. So are you trying to stand on the edge of the platform that goes around and hoist Demi up over your shoulders, because she's very light, because she's like a toddler, so that she can reach out her staff to this gem? Or are you trying to go from the top down? How are you trying to get Demi to touch this?
Demi, what's easiest for you? Would you like me to throw you?
Make a strength check.
Yeah, no throwing. I might break it.
Grab it across the door.
I would say I need to stand on your shoulders.
There she is.
Okay. Demi, make a dexterity check. Lugdash, make an acrobatics athletics. I don't know. It's one of the two.
Which one's
26.
higher? Use that one.
I think they're the same, probably. Usually are.
26.
Acrobatics is dexterity and athletics is strength.
No, alright. Well, it's probably athletics then.
26.
Lugdash, you put Demi up on your shoulders and grab her ankles, and you are like a father with their child at Disney World. You are not letting go, and you are not letting her move. You are as rigid as a statue.
I rolled a 4.
Demi, you reach your staff out to touch it, and you miss. And you just can't quite get it without... You think you'll probably lose your balance, but you can try.
I yell at the party and say, "Can someone hold the freaking flashlight?"
I walk over and pick up Lugdash to get her closer.
Fen pulls out a little like match from her little pack and holds it up to Lugdash, just like the most ridiculous light source there ever was.
Okay, so you have a flashlight now, and Atir, you are attempting to lift Lugdash, who's lifting Demi.
I don't see how this can go wrong.
Oh, this is so
I don't see
dumb.
how it could either.
But Tyr's, he's pretty strong if I remember right.
Atir, make an athletics check.
Oh my god.
Lugdash, make an acrobatics check. Demi, make an acrobatics check with disadvantage because you are now the third person on this leaning person ladder.
No,
Get a
Jesus.
10.
Okay.
I literally tell them as they're doing all this, I'm like, I could just turn into a bird and pick you up and fly you up there, but you guys can do that.
The eagle
As we've
cannot
already
fly
made the tower.
over.
Okay.
The last time we were in a barn like this, Hypes, you got your stuff stolen from an elephant.
Atir,
Sure
you rolled a
did.
10.
What? That
Lugdash,
was my own decision. Alright,
14.
Demi.
Voluntarily.
21.
just trying to help, that's all.
Atir, you go to lift up Lugdash, and with all the strength that you can muster, you try and lift him up, and like you stick your heads between his legs, and you go into a squat, and you can kind of feel like you're like I'm almost there. I've almost stood up, and Lugdash is like losing his balance.
Just nuts on my neck.
But you're just kind of like lifting, like you're just taking the weight off of his feet, and it's making him unsteady. You're not actually lifting him any higher off of the ground. Demi, you have taken your staff and flipped it sideways and are now using it as a tightrope balancing thing, and you maintain your position on Lugdash's shoulders.
Come on, Brood, give us some inspiration here.
Beautiful.
Try this again.
Just tap it. Demi?
Do you take another stab at tapping it with your 3-person tower now?
Firmly grasp it.
This is like
Yes.
Roll another dexterity check. Try and steady your hand.
There goes our last female.
There you go. 10 times up to twice your can.
That's a 10.
10.
Hey, so I should be able to lift up to 30 times my strength score.
In weight.
Yeah, I'm lifting them up.
They weigh more than what?
I don't know what's. Hang on.
What?
Do you? Okay, realistically, do you
110
think that you
pounds.
can lift up Lugdash and Demi at the same time? Like, come on.
Realistically,
No.
Mike, I'm a man, so yes, I think I can do that.
No. He's a
Right.
freaking
Like, oh
orc,
my
dude.
Yeah.
Or a half orc, I'm sorry. He's like a 7-foot-tall half orc.
I'm a child.
How much does Blue Dash weigh?
He's fat as fuck, dude. He's like
I don't even know where to find that.
350 pounds of muscle.
And my backpack's only worth like 300 pounds, so.
Okay, so yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Anyway, Demi, you get really close. You can take a stab at trying to get that last push, but you think you might hit it a little too hard if you go for it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it that way. This is just gonna have to wait.
You crawl back down.
Luke Dead puts it down.
Yes, my
No.
fireman pull down.
Wait, so the problem is it's just how long we're just not tall enough, right?
Just out of reach.
Right.
I cast a spell.
That's a good idea.
You could cast. I would like to cast. So okay, I just need a quick visual here. Who's lifting up who? Luke Dash is lifting up Demi.
Nobody's
I'm not
lifting up
lifting up.
anybody
I've
anymore.
lost interest.
She just hopped down.
That was, okay. I would like to cast Enlarge Reduce on Luke Dash and double his size.
I'm back on board.
Okay. Is there any kind of save required that he can optionally fail?
I fail it.
Choose no, only if he's unwilling. He can make a cut.
I am
He
willing.
can make a
Hit
saving
me.
throw.
Okay.
I don't know how it works.
Luke Dash, you are now 15 feet tall.
Wait, let me just. The target's size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. The
By
growth
8.
increases. The growth increases its size by 1 category from medium to large. For example, if there is enough room for the target to double its size, the creature attains a maximum size possible.
Are you saying that Luke Dash is a grower, not a shower?
And until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and the weapons grow to match the new size.
Hey, why have
Which
you
they
not
also
done
get
this
an extra-
before? This sounds awesome.
This spell is awesome. I didn't read all that.
There's literally so many times we could have used this.
Yeah.
Like when we were fighting 2 dragons.
Instead, Brood runs away from the fight to cut rope.
There was
He's
so
like,
much.
"Oh,
Okay, to be fair,
Hey guys.
there
That
was,
idea
there
was
was
a good idea in the heat of the moment, okay?
to be fair, there was a lot of fire. Okay, there was a lot of fire.
It's a great idea.
It's the best idea.
Okay.
All right, so
But-
Luke Dash is now 15
dumb.
feet tall, weighs a literal ton.
I didn't realize this was a combat spell. I thought it was just like let's make him bigger.
How long does it last?
Oh god.
Duration, concentration, up to 1 minute.
All right, you have 1 minute to get this done, Luke Dash. You are ginormous now.
I just imagine that he's doing this in like slow motion now too, or he's just like,
Yeah.
ooh, like looking at his hands. And he's just like, wow, oh here, Demi, and then I lower a hand to put her in it.
Demi, do you walk onto his hand?
Yep.
like an elevator built just for you.
Yes, for
Your
me.
Royal Highness is let over to go touch.
I almost wonder if I should have done the spell on Demi instead.
Clean a moment.
Oh gosh.
Demi, you touch your arcane focus, your orb, to the crystal very gently. Nothing immediately happens. Do you
Great.
try and do anything while you're up there, or are you just touching tips? Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Just docking.
I touched it for a second to see how it felt, and then
Right.
I moved it around a little.
You know, in and out a couple times.
Is this D&D or is this the beginning of a Born Up?
rub the nub just a little bit.
That's probably all that I'm going to do with that because there's not much to it. Oh
That's
god.
That's it.
Do you have any spells that like
in and out. It's over.
anything for like
I've already
wind or
finished.
I don't have any that will like
Look,
activate
look
anything.
at 2-pump jump.
So you're. Never mind.
Can we get a description of the gem that's on the boat again?
It's like this blue crystal that, on the outside, it's kind of like a sky blue,
It's a myth.
but on the the crystal's a myth. Demi and Fen are the only ones who can find the crystal.
Oh my god.
it's blue on the outside, and as you look into it, it turns this like midnight blue, and there's like specks inside of it.
Can't breathe.
Sounds dirty.
It sounds like those areas that don't have any wind. Those fucking stone places that we've gone to. Remember, we like go inside that circle.
Weren't those
Oh, like the those rituals.
Yeah. the
Yeah,
rock
that's what it
things
sounds
we
like.
stepped inside?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Those so-called puzzles we could never figure out and just walk away from.
Circle of rocks, glowing blue, no wind, eerie, heights, can feel voices whispering. That's my notes. Leave it alone is what it says.
Fucking killed it, baby.
I think but there was another spot too that was a little different or the same, one of the two.
There was a
couldn't
second
hear.
There
one.
was another one. Yeah. I don't know what it was. But
Where's the summary? Go through the summary. Make the robot tell us.
You're just touching the orb. You're not casting any spells. You're not
God's dropping hints right now.
doing anything.
I don't have a spell to cast on
What
this
about
gem.
that book?
You
What
don't
about
have
that book that you read?
anything you could cast.
What the fuck do you expect me to cast, bro?
Your shit. He's giving you a hint. He
I
doesn't.
literally
do
am looking at this.
Right?
that. Let us do something. Get this book in
Anything.
here.
Something. Just cast.
Sure.
If you
Sure.
can't figure this out,
I would
Okay.
I would love to
Two more
cast
years.
ice knife at this thing.
Okay.
She's gonna cast
What
ice
level
thing?
is that your cantrip,
No.
or is that what level ice knife are you casting at this?
Scratch that. I'm gonna do Ray of Frost because then I don't have to use a spell slot.
Okay.
Ray of Frost.
As you begin summoning or reciting your incantation for Ray of Frost, you direct it immediately in front of you at this crystal, which is about the size of you. Your Ray of Frost hits it, and you see this crystal begin to glow and emit this humming noise. But after about a second, it goes back into what you are assuming is a dormant normal state.
Demi, you're gonna need to do something a little stronger.
I think so. What that is, I don't know. But
Rude, can you make Demi big?
I don't have any more spell slots.
How long's it
I
been,
didn't
by
take
the
a
way?
long rest, so I
You
should've-
are 20 seconds into your 1 minute of growth.
I could make her big.
I'm gonna cast ice knife.
At what level?
Oh,
The max.
see what level I have it at.
Max.
Level
Hell yeah,
4.
Lugash.
Level 4 ice knife.
Yep.
As you conjure up your ice knife, knowing that you got a reaction out of this, this is the one that shoots ice and then causes an explosion, right?
This is yes.
You launch an ice knife into it, where you would normally expect the knife to like stick and then explode. As you launch your ice knife into this gem, it like hits and then slowly slides inside of it, immediately emitting this bright light turquoise blue glow, and this humming sound begins to grow louder, and you see the ship is tied down. You were at first under the impression that was tied down so it wouldn't tip over, but upon imbuing this crystal with this magical energy, you see the boat almost begin to tilt up a little bit.
Oh, you broke it, Demi.
Damn it.
No, I think.
Yeah, do the other side.
Oh,
Do the other side. Hey, Garrick, there's one on both sides of this, right?
There's two up there and then two in the back.
do we just need to attack it? Because I can do that.
No, we need to get it needs magic.
Wonder who can cast magic.
Am I able to? Is it? Demi did it like is wait? Well, Demi wouldn't know, I guess. Like, Garrick, does it need any type of magic?
I
need...
I don't know how the crystals exactly work.
I would like to shoot a fireball at one of the other ones.
Do it.
You are standing at the base of the ship, right?
Hey, that's a bad idea.
Well, he said it, so we're going with it.
Fire!
You're
No,
standing at the base of the ship, right?
Oh yeah, we're on a ship, eh?
No,
Hang
you
on
are
here.
standing on the like the rim around the ship, so you are probably 25 feet away from this. I need you to roll an attack for fireball to hit this. It is a big target.
Come on.
What do I do? Roll for attack?
Yes.
So this is the D20, right?
We better bag up them horses. It looks like we're walking.
Not bad, everybody. Oh,
It's
I got a 19.
19. You see Demi's ice knife get almost absorbed by this crystal. What level are you casting it at?
Max.
Okay, what level is that?
Well, it's really just produce flame. It's a.
Oh, you
at
shot
will
a produce flame at it.
Yeah.
Okay, you throw your flame at it. And you make sure you take your time and you make sure that you're gonna hit the crystal, because you are, as you have produced the flame in your hand, you're like, this might be a bad idea. It's a wooden ship. Nah, fuck it. You throw it at it.
I'm neutral about it.
You hit the gem, and much like Demi's Ray of Frost, it emits that hum for a second and glows, but then it does go back into its inactive
scary.
state.
All right, that was scary. I'm not doing that again.
It
It's
does.
not enough fire.
After the fire?
It disappears. It hums for a bit, but then it disappears.
So it needs ice.
So it either needs ice or something.
I see Fenn's hand up and I pick her up.
What color is the gem?
They're blue.
Blue.
Oh. Maybe water.
Like what color?
Maybe it's just water.
It's like a almost like this blue on the outside into like this blue on the inside.
Got it.
Okay, I would like to take my fishing rod and try to use that on it and like cast my fishing rod out to it.
Interesting.
Is your fishing rod magical?
I got it from a genie.
While they're all doing this, I would like to just get me to the other side as well.
Okay. Make an
attack
attack with disadvantage with the fishing rod to cast the fishing rod.
I'm just
out
trying to help.
There, you got this. You wished for a fishing rod.
Yeah, 18.
Okay, you cast out. Your bobber goes ding and it falls down. Literally nothing happens.
I reel it in.
I
Do I catch anything on the way out?
Oh,
No, you do not. You pick up some sawdust from the floor
I
and
blow it
a
off,
nail.
and I give the nail the loop dash, and I put it away.
Giant Luke
There
Dash.
you go.
Is Luke Dash still
Dash.
giant?
Yes, Luke Dash is still
Am I
giant.
still on
You
his
are
shoulder?
you are at like 45 seconds. He has moved you to the other crystal that hypes through a fireball at, and
Okay, I want to cast Identify so I can see what magic this might have.
what level are you casting Identify at?
Level 1.
As
I
you cast your spell, you're not even casting it at it, but it seems to have absorbed the magic. You recognize as you're casting this, you're expecting to gain some knowledge about how it works, like the whole its whole deal, right? As you're casting the spell and touching it, you feel your magic being absorbed by this crystal. And much like your initial ray of frost and Hype's fireball or produce flame, it is glowing and humming, but it's not glowing or humming with the intensity that it has on the other side where you used your 4th level ice knife on.
So that was ice. Okay.
Mhm.
Question. Because this is an evocation cantrip, so I don't want to do anything unless.
I'm sorry. Identify takes a minute to cast. You are standing up there casting Identify, touching this item, feeling your magic being absorbed into it.
Oh.
If I fall, no.
And Luke Dash, after about 15 seconds, begins to start shrinking back into his smaller self.
Begins to shart.
Yes.
He very quickly, as Brood is concentrating to try and keep him big, begins shrinking back down. Demi, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, as you are no longer able to be supported by Luke Dash's hand and fall.
Hold on, I don't remember what number I get with this.
As she's falling, am I able to cast Gust?
17.
Trying to look up her skirt too. That's how she got her name. All right,
From falling. Because how high up is she? She's like 40, 50 feet up, right?
The ship is 10, 20, 30 feet tall. She's 2/3 of the way up it, and then the pit below is an additional 20 feet, so it's a 40-foot fall.
Okay. Well then, yes, one medium or small creature that you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed up to 5 feet away. But I figured if she's falling and she does that, like, could I not, like, just kind of shoot the air up right before she lands to, like, press off against the fall?
I will allow it to reduce the fall damage.
Sway.
Maybe like a Princess Peach thing.
Demi,
So-
what did you roll on your...
17.
Okay. As you fall, you feel this gust of air come up and almost slow you down. It kind of throws you off, but you tumble off of the gust of air, and you take 6 points of fall damage from this 40-foot fall, where the entire time on the way down you think you're going to break your legs.
Did I help?
Hell yeah.
What level is Levitate?
Oh.
Or Gust? Is it just a cantrip?
At will cantrip.
Okay.
Correct. It's a control.
As you casted that, you saw the gem glow a little bit again. It's got this like faint, like almost really distant inside of it glow coming from it, and this real soft hum, but it is not nearly as active as the other one was. and after a couple seconds, the additional glow and hum that you gave it has dissipated.
But noticeably, it reacts the strongest with ice. We've noticed.
It was the level of the spell, not the style of the spell.
Oh.
Just magic in general.
Your dumbass barbarian doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Me
Zug, zug.
stupid. I walk around the
Zug, zug.
shop looking for a hunting.
Something we doing?
Yeah.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
For the horde.
Okay, so Debbie, you are now at the base of
Do I have any spells?
the pit,
Like casting spells I
about
ever
20
trust.
feet down from your
That's what I
party,
thought.
underneath where all the sawdust and nails and spare planks and
I didn't know that existed.
really it's a bunch of garbages from the construction process of this. There's a ladder, but it's on all the way on the other side
Oh god.
You said I fell in there? That's
Yeah.
where I'm at.
where you're at.
I assume she's dead. Finn, do you know any magic?
I know a lot of magic. What kind of magic do we need?
Do you have anything strong?
Like whiskey.
I'm gonna need it. Demi just died. Pipes, what about you? Are you strong?
What actually
I'm
happened
thinking.
out? Because dog had to pee.
The growth spell that was put onto Lugdash
Ran out.
faded while Demi was trying to identify this rock, and then she fell into the construction pit.
How big is this spear again?
Demi, are you okay?
How big is the sphere?
Yeah, the gem.
The gem is like, it's like a 3-foot tall crystal. Huge.
3 foot tall.
Yeah, it's huge.
I can jump half of my walking speed, right? Isn't that what it is? The distance.
Jump
Horizontally, yeah.
No, up. I got mad ups.
You cannot
Mad
jump up
up.
20
Hell
feet.
No, I'm not gonna jump up 20 feet.
You can jump
I
horizontally.
am gonna grab the planks and I'm gonna move them, and then I'm gonna jump up off of those.
He said there's a ladder down there, Demi.
On the other side, I have to traverse all this nasty stuff.
So
Lucas throws a rope down to Demi.
Thank you.
green.
I grab it.
It puts the lotion on its
You
skin.
just hold on and Lugdash pulls you up, no problem.
While they're
That
doing
hurt.
that, I would like to just kind of stand under one of the orbs and like just kind of sit there and think. And I would like to cast my level 4 watery sphere spell because you said it absorbs, right? That's what it's doing.
You have watched it absorb magic cast directly
Yeah.
at it, yes.
Because it's absorbing, I would like to cast this spell, which creates a sphere of water within a 5-foot radius at a point you can see within range. So it's a 90-foot range spell. The sphere can hover. Oh fuck! I didn't read that part. Oh, damn it. It says it can't hover no more than 10 feet off the ground.
I throw you.
Hell yeah.
How high up is it? 40 feet?
No,
You can
it's
also
only
go on the
20.
boat, and I can dangle you down the boat, and you'd be right there.
Let's do it.
Atir, can you do that? Can you go hang? Can you go hold
Go
pipes over
hang
the edge?
pipes.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's
I'm
do
for
it.
it.
Let's go it.
Garrick, how do we get up? Like, what's the best way to get up onto this boat?
You see, he's watching your party try and do this, and he's very quickly like figured out what's going on. He just is like mortified at what is happening, at Demi falling and then getting drugged back up, you throwing a fireball at his boat. Like,
I hit it. Hit my target.
This is science.
there's Planks, like you just walk on. There's the thing over there. We're in the middle of the boat. Please don't break my boat.
I walk over and just slap him on the back. I'm like, thanks, buddy. And I go and climb up onto the ship.
Yeah, it's very like easily accessible so that they can finish building it.
Perfect. I'm on the ship. So we're gonna hang.
We're gonna hang Hypes
Hypes
from the
over
mast.
railing.
Would you like to borrow my rope?
Time doing news.
Yeah, as a safety precaution.
I'm for it.
Yeah. I trust Luke Dash to hold the rope while I go out there with a tier, so a tier holds me. So if he drops me, I'll like swing while Luke Dash like goes to hold me, you know what I mean? Don't
Okay.
worry.
A tier make a strength check to hold Hypes. It's not very high because you're obviously strong enough and he's a little person. But just to make sure that you don't slip, no problems. You anchor your feet to the edge of the boat, and you lower Hypes down so that he is face to face with this crystal. And Hypes, you cast Water Sphere.
Yeah, level 4.
Level 4 directly in front of you, like onto your hands. I'm assuming.
Like, yeah, right. Like, basically, I want the sphere to be like absorbing the whole crystal. Like encasing the crystal. Yes.
Okay. As you cast this, you see the sphere immediately pop into existence, and very quickly, almost like a vacuum or a black hole, all of the water gets sucked in. None of the wood on the sides of the sphere has gotten wet. And it immediately begins humming and glowing with the same intensity that the other side does. And the front of the ship, a tier, you feel it. You feel the front of the ship, Hypes, you do too, get pulled back a little bit, and you can feel this tilt of the boat as it has lifted back ever so slightly.
I pull Hypes back over the railing.
And you see... Oh my god, what's his name? Not Gifford.
Garrick.
Garrick, thank you.
Clank.
I'm losing my mind. I have too many NPCs. Anyway, you see Garrick like start getting... He's getting like super giddy and excited over there, and you see him kind of like fidgeting and getting antsy as he sees these crystals begin to activate. There's 2 more in the back, and this should work. This is what all of my theory has said, is that this should work. There's 2 more in the back.
So can you guys cast those spells again?
Yeah, I can cast one more time.
This is meta knowledge talking, because obviously I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just ask him if he can cast again. He can tell you if he can cast again. He knows if he can cast
you
again.
Do that again.
Yeah, I'm like, I literally say that takes a toll. I can do that one more time.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Okay, let's go hang you over this other railing. And we walk over to the other side.
Okay, so you walk to the back of the ship.
But there's 2 more. We're gonna have to do it to Demi too.
Yeah.
You're up on the top. I think it's the top is the poop deck, right? The top where the helm is. Anyway, you're on that deck, hanging off the side.
Poop deck's the lower deck.
I thought the poop deck was the top one, but it doesn't matter.
Poop deck is...
You're just gonna be able to swing your ass off the side.
I thought the poop deck was.
Is it the middle one?
Yeah.
I thought the poop deck was like the surface deck.
I thought it was the surface deck too. Doesn't matter. We can look this up later. Anyway, you hang Hypes over. Make another strength check a tier to make sure you don't accidentally cause some chaos for your friend there. 15. Nice and sturdy. Hypes, you go down and cast another water sphere.
You're right, Mike. It's the stern. It's on the stern.
Yeah, it's the top one on the stern, right? Yeah. You cast another water sphere, and the same phenomenon happens. You cast the sphere right in front of you. It immediately gets absorbed, black hole style, and starts humming and glowing, and the ship tilts to the left a little bit as you have activated that third crystal.
Is the ship tied down to anything?
It is tied down, yes.
Okay.
You initially thought those tie downs were for when they were building it so it didn't tip over, right? Because they're building a ship on land. But now very quickly you realize that these tie downs were to make sure it doesn't float away if it gets activated.
I go over to Atir and see if he can put me over the side.
All right. Atir, make one last strength check as Demi ties the rope around her waist and is lowered down.
11.
11.
Fucking A if you drop me.
She's down in the pit again.
Fucking A.
As you're lowering her, your hands kind of slip just a little bit, but you catch her, and you have to pull her back up a little bit as she speeds past the gem and kind of panics, like, "Oh God, I'm going back into the pit." But then you pull her back up. Demi, what are you casting into this?
I'm going to cast the
Yeah, I already did.
Snowball Swarm.
Snowball Swarm, what level is that?
4.
4. As you...
That doesn't make me do a dexterity saving throw, right?
No.
Okay.
One. No. Captain Planet.
As you conjure up this spell and recite the incantation, a bunch of snowballs appear from behind you and start pelting this gem, and they kind of splat like a snowball does, but then immediately get absorbed into it. And very quickly, as these snowballs come flying at the gem, it lights up with life and begins humming. And the last rope pulls tight as the 4 of you up on the ship, or the 3 of you up on the ship, are now suspended in air on a nice even platform. Those of you who have not gone on the ship, look underneath it to see that it is hovering about 4 or 5 feet off of the ground, tied down with ropes. And Garrick is just overjoyed. It's working! It's working! It's working! What did you guys, what did you use? What did you do? How did you do it? I couldn't get those crystals to work. What did you do?
Garrick, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Okay.
It's flying. Look at it. It is flying.
It's magic, is what it is.
It is magic. It's.
I'm not gonna explain this.
I can't explain. I need to go write this down. And he just turns and runs into that first room with all of the notes, and it's just gone. And you are left in here
Uh-oh.
with a ship.
He's not bright.
You look up, and there is a ceiling over top of you.
Are there any big red buttons that say open?
There are not. But
I'm
Garrick
gonna go.
runs back out from there with a bunch of papers and sets them down on a desk that's next to the side. He says, "Okay, walk me through it. What did you guys do?"
Well, I tried to put my crystal on it. That didn't work.
Okay, crystal didn't work. Just regular crystal. Okay,
I made Luke Dash big.
I saw that. That was cool.
When it gets hit, when the crystal gets hit, it starts to glow and it hums. It makes a sound.
Yep.
You write
Yeah.
down make Luke Dash big.
And then when I casted a spell at it, it absorbed it and like sucked in the magic.
Almost like it absorbs and transmutes the magic. That's fascinating.
Can we do like a what do you call it? Insight check to see if this guy is. I don't think we've ever discussed if we thought this guy was good or evil.
Sure, make an insight check.
Evil.
We just followed this dude.
I mean, he seems nice, but he's got the pen thing like the snapnecker over there.
Here's the thing: the last guy with the G name we came across, we did him dirty. So I feel like we just gotta drop this guy.
Not my strong suit here. I got a 10.
Seems genuine. Seems like he's just really invested in his work, but you don't know.
Cool.
Okay, so it absorbs and transmutes the magic, and then like, how did you get it to stay glowing?
I think because Luke Dash was big. Did you? I didn't see you write that down.
Luke Dash was big. Yes, I have that on my notes. Yes. I also have that when he was not big anymore, and I saw you thinking really hard about keeping him big. You almost got your friend killed.
Almost.
Almost.
Not quite.
Yep. So how did you guys keep it glowing?
We activated all 4 of your crystals.
Yes. How did you keep the crystals glowing? Like, I saw a couple times you tried like some stuff and then it just went back down, and then but how did you finally get them to stay going?
Well, we activated them with our best spells that we had.
What makes these spells different? Like, what? Why was you?
They're stronger.
Oh, stronger magic. Okay. So I know I promised you that you could be my test pilot.
Do not say but.
But
Fuck you.
No.
I need to present my findings to the family. I need to also document what happened on the flight. So that,
You're coming with us. And we'll get
So you want to come with us?
heads up
I
on the
mean,
ship.
I would come with you, but I have to go tell everybody that this works now.
You can tell them when we get back.
I walk over and just grab Garrick by the shoulder. I'm like, you're gonna tell him it works by flying it over Harnsey with us.
Yeah,
No,
you didn't do anything with it yet. We just took it 3 feet. And go tweeting that we haven't
It's gonna
flown
fly.
it yet. You gotta fly.
I gotta
the
take
thing,
it.
you know.
Just pack what you need, get on the fucking ship.
It's a journey, man. Come on, big dog.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And you see him start scrambling and gathering a bunch of documents. He sits down on the ship. He's like, okay, I need to open the roof. I need to open the roof. I need to open the roof. And he runs back off of the ship. You can see he's just so frazzled. Like, he's so excited and so frazzled, and like he just can't contain himself at this point anymore.
Nice.
I grab whoever's not on the ship.
So
and get
creepy.
in the ship.
That would be fun. Find us on the ship.
He runs off to the side. He's got a couple levers that he's pulling, and you see above you that metallic domed roof begins to slowly open. And as you do, you see the hill that was behind the shack. You start seeing the sun coming down, and you see you are in the hill that was behind the shack. And he runs back over to you guys, says, okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we're gonna try this. On 3, everybody take and cut a rope. Okay?
Uh-oh.
1.
Is there like a wheel or anything? Like how are we gonna steer this before we cut these ropes?
Yeah, there's
Garrick?
the ship. It's like a ship. Like, it looks like a boat, like a galleon almost. It's just like a regular ship
I guess
with these glowing crystals.
I'd be more concerned with how do we control the height.
There's
I'm more concerned with
rolls.
how soon can we get there?
Let's
get going.
I don't know
It's
how.
about the journey, bros.
I mean, obviously, I haven't floated it.
Cutting the rope.
I go.
We have to cut them all at the same time. We don't want to tipping. I don't know how it works.
Hey, you can't
Wait,
know
wait,
how.
wait. Okay.
Let me just say this. You can't know how to ride the horse until you get on the saddle.
You
So
get on
let's
the
I like
horse.
this guy.
cut these ropes and get going.
I'm going to the wheel.
You still have to cut.
Have you ever tried to? So it's never moved for you.
No, this is the first time it's been off the ground.
So how do you know that when we get up, we can get back down?
I don't.
We'll figure
Okay.
it out.
Hey, there, you know, Demi, what goes up must come down.
Stays up.
think
This is
about it.
After
magic.
we die.
It's
After we die.
absorbing. It's absorbing it. We put our high level spells into that. If it absorbs it, and we used my lower level like fireball, and it absorbed it quickly, it'll only go up for oh so long. We're probably going to need to cast like another spell or something to get that going up again.
Ooh.
Now, whether or not, and this is a theory, whether or not we'll go down fast or slowly, we'll have to figure that out. So
Why
let's
don't we-
go for it. I start getting my axe near my rope, and I'm just smiling because I'm ready to go.
Okay, are we ready? 1,
2,
2,
oh,
3.
3. Slice.
Everybody
Chop.
cuts. And
I
that's-
miss. I'm just kidding.
You miss.
Blue Dash is in the crow's nest.
And that's where we're going to stop, and you will see how it works next time.
Nice.